Everyone, welcome to today's video. This is a B1 level grammar lesson, and this is part 2 of our lesson on so and such. So, do you remember so and such? So you can read about Gary's trip to the zoo and pay attention to the adjectives, adverbs, and nouns. So you can pause the video, read that on your own, or you can follow along as I read. Yesterday I visited Taronga Zoo in Sydney. I had such a great day. First, I went to the Australian animals exhibit. There are such strange animals. The koala is like a little bear. It is so cute. I also saw a wombat. It is so fat and furry. The zookeeper says that it is such a strong animal and it has strong front legs. And the platypus was so incredible. We looked into a pond. I had to look carefully, and it took such a long time to see one. But it was worth the wait. I had a great day. There were so many interesting creatures. Right, so here we have such describing a noun. So, a great day. Such strange animals. Here we've got um, the adjective strange. So before the adjective cute. So again before the adjectives fat and furry. Such before the adjective strong and the noun animal. And let's see, so before the adjective incredible. Such before the adjective long and the noun time. And so before the quantifying adjective many, and then another adjective interesting, and then finally the noun creatures. Okay, so we use so before adjectives, adverbs plus adjectives, and such before nouns. So I was so excited. I'm so excited about the film. So again, this is so before an adjective. It's so windy today, another adjective. That question was so incredibly difficult, so we have an adverb and an adjective. There were so many people. Um, so here we have many. Such a lot of money, so such a lot. And such a good time, and such little space. So you can use so before many, much, little, and a few plus a noun. And you can use such plus a lot of, but not so plus a lot of. Alright, so now you're going to use such and so and boxes from words from the boxes, and you may need to use the article a. So take a few minutes, try that on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Last weekend, I went to a good friend's wedding. They were married on the beach. It was such a beautiful day. The weather was perfect, and the sky was so blue. There was a short ceremony, just 30 minutes, then all the guests walked to a venue for the reception. The bride and groom had invited so many people. The best man, Graham, gave such a good speech. He said a lot of funny things, and he made so many jokes. It was a very enjoyable day, and I had such a good time. I'm very happy for my friends, and I'm sure they will have a wonderful life together. Now we can use so and that to state cause and effect. So we're going to look at each sentence carefully. It was so hot that we turned on the air conditioning. So is the cause, and that is the effect. So we use so plus an adjective plus a that clause. So here we have so the adjective hot, and then a that clause. It rained so hard that the house is flooded. So here we have so, adjective, that clause, and the book was so incredibly long that no one finished it. So we have so plus an adverb plus an adjective, and then the that clause. All right, so make some sentences with so and that. Using so and that, combine two sentences. The sentence must be logical. So you can um, pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, so the first one, the teacher was so angry that he shouted at the students. She was so surprised that she fell off her chair. Donald was so hungry that he ate a whole packet of cookies. It was so windy that 3 trees blew over. Paris was so beautiful that I didn't want to leave. In the same way, we can show cause and effect with such and that. So look at the examples. It was such a hot day that we turned off the air conditioning. So such a hot day is the cause, and that we turned on the air conditioning is the effect. So it was so hot that we went to the beach. So with so, we use so plus an adjective plus that clause. There was such a loud noise that everyone ran into the street. So here we have such followed by an adjective and a noun, and then the that clause. And they were such old trees that they fell down during the storm. Again, we have such plus an adjective plus a noun, and followed by the that clause. So for both so, that, and such, you can leave out the word that. There were such old trees, they were such old trees, they fell down during the storm. So join each cause with its effect, use so that or such that, and then make any other changes that you need to do. Again, you can pause the video, try these on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay. So Tom ate so little that he became very unwell. She was such a rude child that she had few friends at school. It was so cold at the campsite that we made a fire. And he was such a good student that he was able to attend a great college. And he made such a lot of money that he was able to stop working. So now, make your own sentences using so and such for the gap and then complete the sentence with your own words. You can pause the video, try this on your own. I'll fill these in with my answers, but your answers might be different. So it's such a cold morning that my car wouldn't start. We were all so exhausted that we went straight to bed. There was such a lot of wind that it blew down my fence. There were so many people at the stadium, it was hard to find a parking spot. It was such a short speech that people had time to go to lunch. We had such an amazing vacation that we plan to return soon. And I was so disappointed that I didn't score well on the exam. So and such meaning like this. So look at how we use so and such to mean like this. This is a little different to its use to make the meaning stronger. Did you know that the Sainte-Chapelle in Paris was built in the 13th century? Wow, I didn't know that it was so old. Wow, I had no idea that it was such an old building. The weather report said it would be 23 degrees today, but it's already 34 degrees. I didn't expect it to be so hot. I didn't expect it to be such a hot day. So we often use this structure with verbs like realize, know, hope, and expect. So use so and such to mean like this. Provide an answer to each question using so or such. So again, you may have different answers, but pause the video, write down your answers, and then I'll give you some example answers. Okay, so why do you look so tired? Oops. I didn't realize that I would have to wake up so early. Did you know that the United States of America has a population of 320 million people? I didn't know that the USA was so large. Did you know that the party started at 7 p.m.? Why are you arriving at 9:30? I didn't know that I would be so late. Why are you wet? I didn't realize that it was raining. Why didn't you buy her a present for her birthday? I didn't know that it was so important. And did you know that it's 5 degrees today? No, I didn't know that it was such a cold day. And again, you might have different answers, but those are just some suggestions. All right, so now you can decide if these sentences are correct. If the sentence is incorrect, correct it. And there are different ways to express each sentence correctly. It was so hot a day that we stayed inside the house. Well, here I would probably change so to such a hot day. He is such a bad man, and I don't know why you're friends with him. So he is such a bad man, and I don't know why you are friends with him. The storm was so violent that some trees in our garden blew over. That one is okay. That's incredible. I didn't realize that she was such rich. So this one would be so rich. He was so boring teacher that I fell asleep in the lesson. So this would be he was such a boring teacher. I had such wonderful birthday party with my friends. So it should be I had such a wonderful birthday party with my friends. All right, now we're going to look at such as to introduce examples. We often use such as in a sentence with the meaning for example. American English often uses like in the same way. Several Asian countries, such as Thailand, Cambodia, and Vietnam, use interesting spices in their food. A country, such as Australia, needs to take climate change very seriously. Note that you can use a single example with such as. There is plenty of evidence to put him in jail, such as blood from the scene of the crime. The flag of Scotland is white and blue, like the colors of the flags of Greece, Israel, Argentina, and many others. So we don't use such as in this way when comparing things. All right, so use such as to introduce some examples. Make a full sentence using such as. Be careful, one example will not work as the sentence is about a comparison. So again, you can pause the video, try this on your own, then restart when you're ready to check your answers. There are many countries without sea borders, such as Switzerland, Afghanistan, and Mongolia. Blue was a color preferred by many famous painters such as Picasso, Monet, and Matisse. Many cities have a population exceeding 10 million, such as Istanbul, Beijing, and Mumbai. Many nuts contain protein, such as almonds, pistachios, and peanuts. And here, this one can't be, you can't use such as in this sentence. You would have to say something like rice is eaten in Asia, but bread is consumed in Europe. So much, so many, and so much versus such a lot of. So look carefully at each sentence. We can use many and much after so and a lot of after such, but do not mix these up. We are going to visit so many places that we will be tired. As usual, you ate so much cake that you feel unwell. He had such a lot of problems that he quit his job. But you cannot say he had so a lot of problems that he quit his job. So there must be a noun after so much, so many, or such a lot of, and we can't use a lot of after so. So you cannot say it was so much hot that I went to the swimming pool. It would have to be I was so hot. It was so hot that I went to the swimming pool. All right, so now see if you can make a full sentence using so many, so much, and a lot of. Again, you can pause the video, try this on your own, and then restart when you're ready to check your answers. Okay, so there were so many souvenirs on vacation that let's see. She could buy anything. I have so many essays to complete that I need to study all weekend. We bought so many souvenirs on vacation that, oh yes, I made a mistake here. All right, we'll try this again. Okay, so there were so many people at that concert that I couldn't see the band. I have, let's see, so many essays to complete that I need to study all weekend. We bought so many souvenirs on vacation that I have no space to put them. She has so much money that she could buy anything. And there was so much snow that I couldn't drive. All right, so now read each scenario and provide an answer that includes words from the lesson. So Melissa wants to become a doctor. Why do you study so hard? So she might say, I study so hard so that I can get my medical degree. Jenny is tired and needs a vacation. Eddie asked her, what are you planning to do in July? So I am so tired from working that I plan to take a vacation. Will lives in Singapore and it is hot every day. He wants to visit his aunt in London. Jeremy asks him, how do you like the weather in Singapore? You could say, there is such hot weather in Singapore that I will be glad to go to London. Roger is a student of literature. Zach asks him, I like English writers. Which writer do you recommend? So Roger said that Shakespeare is such a good writer that Zach should read some of his works. All right, and here for this one, you can provide your own answers. Use so, such, so many, so much, such a lot of, so that, and such as. And that brings us to the end of today's video. Please like, subscribe, share. If you'd like some feedback on your sentences, you can leave your answers to some or all of these questions in the comments, and I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.